Told you there's one simple vitamin that could help you keep your legs strong and stable, even at 94 years old. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, stick around because today I'm going to reveal this amazing nutrient that could be the difference between staying mobile and independent or struggling with everyday movements as you age. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something super important for anyone concerned about staying active and mobile in their golden years. Did you know that 1 in 4 people over 65 falls each year? That's a scary statistic. But here's the good news. You can drastically reduce your risk by making sure you're getting enough of one crucial vitamin. So what is this miracle vitamin that keeps your legs strong? It's vitamin D. Now, you've probably heard of vitamin D for bone health, but did you know it's equally important for your muscles and mobility? That's right. Research shows that people who take vitamin D supplements are 23% less likely to fall than those who don't. That's a big difference when falls are the #1 cause of injury among seniors. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine struggling to get up from your favorite chair or feeling unsteady as you walk to the mailbox. Think about how frustrating it would be to need help with basic tasks you've done independently your entire life. This is the reality for millions of seniors who don't have enough vitamin D in their systems. But it doesn't have to be your reality. Let me ask you this. Have you noticed your legs feeling weaker lately? Are simple activities like getting up from a chair or climbing stairs becoming more difficult? If so, you might be dealing with a vitamin D deficiency without even knowing it. The shocking truth is that over 60% of seniors have inadequate vitamin D levels. 60%! And the consequences can be serious. Low vitamin D makes it harder for your body to absorb calcium, which gradually weakens both your bones and muscles. This can speed up sarcopenia. That's the fancy medical term for age-related muscle loss that affects nearly 50% of people over 80. You might be wondering why this happens in the first place. Well, as we age, our bodies become less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. Our skin thins out and doesn't convert sunshine to vitamin D as effectively as it once did. On top of that, many seniors spend less time outdoors, further reducing their natural vitamin D production. It's a double whammy that puts older adults at a much higher risk for deficiency. So, how do you know if you're deficient? Well, there are several warning signs to watch for. First, if your legs feel consistently weak or unsteady, especially when standing up or walking, that could be a red flag. Are you experiencing bone pain, particularly in your legs, joints, or lower back? That's another potential sign. Do you get leg cramps or muscle spasms, especially at night? These could be disrupting your sleep and making movement more difficult. And here's something many people don't realize. If your wounds heal slowly, that could also point to low vitamin D levels, since this vitamin is essential for tissue repair. Have you noticed yourself feeling more fatigued than usual? That's another common symptom of vitamin D deficiency that often gets overlooked. Your muscles need vitamin D to function efficiently, and when they don't have enough, everything requires more effort. Simple tasks become exhausting, which can lead to a vicious cycle of decreased activity and further muscle weakness. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, it's worth talking to your doctor. A simple blood test can confirm whether your vitamin D levels are low, and then you can take steps to get them back on track. The test measures something called 25-hydroxyvitamin D in your blood, and most experts agree that levels below 20 nanograms per milliliter indicate a deficiency, while the optimal range is between 30 and 50 nanograms per milliliter. Now let's talk about the best ways to boost your vitamin D. The first and most natural source is sunlight. When your skin is exposed to the sun, it actually produces vitamin D naturally. Try to spend 20 to 30 minutes in direct sunlight at least 3 to 4 times a week. The ideal time is between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. when the sun's rays are strongest. But, and this is important, you don't need to tan or burn your skin to get the benefits. In fact, excessive sun exposure can lead to other health concerns. For most people, just exposing your face, arms, and legs to sunlight for short periods is enough to boost vitamin D production significantly. And here's a surprising fact. Darker skin produces vitamin D more slowly than lighter skin, so people with darker complexions might need a bit more sun exposure to get the same benefit. But what if you live somewhere with long winters or lots of cloudy days? Or what if you're just not able to get outside much? In that case, you'll need to rely more on dietary sources and supplements. Some people even use special vitamin D lamps during winter months to simulate natural sunlight and promote vitamin D production when outdoor exposure isn't possible. When it comes to food, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and tuna are excellent sources of vitamin D. Just a 3.5-ounce serving of salmon contains about 570 IU, or international units, of vitamin D. That's most of your daily requirement right there. Egg yolks are another good source, with about 40 IU per yolk. Many dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese are fortified with vitamin D, making them an easy addition to your diet. And for the vegetarians listening, mushrooms are the only plant-based food that naturally produces vitamin D when exposed to sunlight. Some varieties, like maitake mushrooms, can contain up to 2,000 IU per 100-gram serving when sun-dried. That's impressive for a plant food. Here's a quick tip. Try putting your mushrooms in the sun for an hour before cooking them. Yes, you heard that right. Just like human skin, mushrooms can produce vitamin D when exposed to sunlight. This simple trick can dramatically increase their vitamin D content before you eat them. Nature is amazing, isn't it? But let's be real. It can be tough to get enough vitamin D from food alone, especially as we age. That's where supplements come in. For adults over 70, the recommended daily intake is 800 to 2,000 IU per day. When choosing a supplement, look for vitamin D3, calciferol, rather than D2, as it's better absorbed by the body. Why D3 instead of D2? Well, vitamin D3 is the same form your body produces from sunlight, while D2 comes from plant sources. Studies show that D3 raises blood levels of vitamin D more effectively and maintains those levels for longer. It's simply a more efficient form for your body to use, especially as you age and your natural absorption decreases. Here's a tip many people don't know. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, which means it's absorbed best when taken with a meal containing healthy fats. Having your supplement with avocado, nuts, olive oil, or fatty fish can increase absorption by up to 30%. And always consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new supplement to get the right dosage for your specific needs. Now here's something fascinating that most people don't realize. No matter how much vitamin D you take, your body can't properly use it without enough magnesium. That's right, magnesium is essential for activating vitamin D. So make sure you're eating magnesium-rich foods like leafy greens, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. For some people, a magnesium supplement might also be helpful. This partnership between vitamin D and magnesium is just one example of how nutrients work together in our bodies. It's not just about getting enough of one vitamin, it's about creating the right balance that allows everything to function optimally. Think of it like a symphony where every musician needs to play their part for the music to sound beautiful. I know what you're thinking. How long will it take to see results? Well, if your levels are low to begin with, it might take some time to reach optimal levels. But here's what you can expect. After about 2 weeks, you might notice less muscle cramping and more energy. Many people report feeling less fatigued and experiencing fewer of those annoying nighttime leg cramps that can disrupt sleep. After 1 month, you could experience stronger legs and improved balance. This is when many people start to notice they're getting up from chairs more easily and feeling more confident when walking. And after 3 months, you might see higher bone density and a reduced risk of falling. This is when the long-term benefits really start to kick in. Your body has had time to rebuild and strengthen both bones and muscles with the help of adequate vitamin D levels. Studies show that seniors who take vitamin D for 3 to 6 months report 31% fewer falls, 35% stronger muscles, and a 40% lower incidence of fractures. Those are impressive numbers. And the benefits don't stop there. Research has linked healthy vitamin D levels to improved immune function, better mood, and even reduced risk of certain chronic diseases. Remember, consistency is key. Taking vitamin D regularly can help maintain leg strength for many years to come. It's not a quick fix, but rather an ongoing investment in your health and independence. If you want to stay independent, avoid falls, and remain mobile, making vitamin D a priority is crucial. So what can you do right now to boost your vitamin D levels? First, spend 20 to 30 minutes in the sun several times a week. Make it part of your routine, perhaps a morning walk or afternoon gardening session. Remember, your body can't store sunshine, so regular exposure is important. Second, eat more vitamin D-rich foods like fatty fish, eggs, and fortified dairy products. Try to include at least one good source in your diet each day. Maybe start your morning with fortified yogurt, have a tuna sandwich for lunch, or enjoy salmon for dinner once or twice a week. Third, consider taking 800 to 2,000 IU of high-quality vitamin D3 daily, along with magnesium to improve absorption. Set a reminder if you need to. Consistency matters more than perfect timing. And remember to take it with a meal that contains some healthy fats. And finally, regularly check your vitamin D levels with your doctor. This is especially important if you've been diagnosed with a deficiency in the past or have risk factors like limited sun exposure, darker skin, or digestive issues that might affect absorption. The bottom line is this: even at 94 years old, you can maintain strong, stable legs with the right nutrients. Vitamin D might just be the missing piece that helps you stay active, independent, and on your feet for years to come. Imagine being able to play with your grandchildren, travel, garden, or simply move around your home without fear of falling. That freedom is priceless, and it might be just a simple vitamin away. So, are you getting enough vitamin D? Think about it and take action today to protect your mobility for tomorrow. Your future self will thank you for the investment you're making now. Thanks for listening. If you found this information helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share with someone who might benefit. And drop a comment below to let me know your experience with vitamin D. Have you noticed improvements after increasing your intake? I'd love to hear your story. Until next time, stay strong and healthy.